Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Shane Gilpin, and yes, it's round 3 of the V8 Championship for 2026 for SimHaus. And yes, we're across the Tasman in New Zealand, a brand new track for us. Very excited about this one, and we are keen to get going on this one. It's we're in Taupo, beautiful, tight little circuit. We've got a few guys out. We've changed rules this year, so I'll explain that in a minute. We're currently in qualify session, and just before it runs out, we've only got 2 minutes to go. We've had a lot of guys unable to compete due to Easter holidays, so we apologise about that, but they'll be watching online and hopefully watching the banter going on over in New Zealand. So it's round 3. First race will be 17 laps, second race 30 laps. Each lap consists of 3.3 kilometres. Very tight, twitchy circuit. Very hard to overtake here, but the boys have been practicing on this new circuit for about 5 weeks now since Albert Park in Melbourne, and they're keen to get going as well. So just with the qualifier session running at the moment, we'll show you it is Scott Flack on pole at the moment. The rest of the guys just setting up the cars and joining in, as we've got Alon Day joining us, very fast driver from Israel, one professional NASCAR driver, so keep an eye out for him. He's only just joined in, but he's topped the timesheets during practice over the week, so he'll be up there, don't worry about that. We've got some other internationals as well in P3. It's Antonis Papanopoulos, who missed round 2 unfortunately, and we've got Alon Day as well. So the rest are from Australia, up the east coast. We're missing our west coast driver there, and he's probably on holidays as well. So shortish field for you guys tonight. Doesn't matter, these guys are the top end of the table at the moment, which we'll go in a minute, but qualifiers just finished, completed, and we've got Scott Flack on pole at the moment. Daniel Opodosano from Bada is in P2, and Antonis Papanopoulos is there in the pits as well. Justin Bryce still on track. He's on a flyer at the moment. Let's see what he's got. He's on PBs, but he's still off the pace a little bit there. You can see the timesheets on the bottom right-hand corner, all the splits there, as he's going to come across the line. Down the back straight. It'll be hard for me to identify due to the new circuits whereabouts they are on the track. I can tell from the grid markings that they're coming onto the main straight there. Checkered flag crosses. Justin Bryce goes up to P4, just behind Papanopoulos, and tips Craig Broadbent. 2024 V8 Championship for SimHaus, and he puts it in the pits. James Spotto in the Sprite vehicle. His teammate Craig Stoddard unfortunately cannot join us. He's feeling ill, so hope you all right out there, Craig, and enjoying the broadcast as we go live from New Zealand. Qualify session has finished. There are a couple of guys out there. Michael Court moving up into P6 for Coca-Cola Horsepower Racing, and he's circulating around P6. Rob Logan has just taken that as well. So Grant Pacciullo getting used to the circuit. He's only just joined in, and Alon Day there in P10. So we've got 10 drivers down from about 18, 19 from Albert Park. So it's going to be some great racing as we finish qualify there, resetting into the warm-up session for the boys, and we'll just go over the results, the final results there. And we'll show you qualify results. It will be Scott Flack on pole, and Daniel Opodosano just behind. Look at the gap there. What's that? 3/100ths just behind Scott Flack. So front row lockout for those two. Then Antonis Papanopoulos from Greece. He'll be starting in P3 in the number 3. And Triple 3 will be starting in P4. Justin Bryce had a great session at Albert Park last round. And Craig Broadbent will be starting P5. Rob Logan on a 125.7. And Michael Court in P7 in the Triple 8. James Spotto with a couple laps in. Didn't see much of his practice timesheets over the weeks prior. So let's see how he improves. Graham Petullo just jumped in, unable to post a time. A-line day just manages to get into the session and will be eagerly awaiting for race 1. All right, so that's the results there for quali. We're going to go to a warm-up session. I'll throw you guys to a commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back, ready for race 1.
Baba, what are we playing?
Ya lo sabéis, it's Halo Day.
Yeah, one sec.
He's playing football, isn't he?
这家伙, you know he fancies himself footballer.
Oh, whatever. Look, your love makes me strong, but your hate makes me invincible. All right, let's get on Halo then.
Let's go.
Ready.
Dale.
You went back this time, right? You also
Chill, chaval. I won't ghost you this time.
I'm going hallway.
I got right.
Uno fuera.
Oh, another one down.
Lock in. Next kill wins it.
Where is he? No lo veo.
Nisha, do you hear that?
Pick on him, top left.
There. I'll push it. He's one shot.
Game over.
Got him.
Well played.
Same time tomorrow then.
We'll see.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Nos vemos.
Introducing the Racecraft PT1, custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a Racecraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The Racecraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.
We had all of our branding around it and everything. He was just freaking out because he thought he was going to get in trouble off the track owners.
I think they were doing an exclusive deal with iRacing as well.
Yeah, that's quite possible.
Okay, so welcome back. We're still trying to sort out one of the drivers. Got some issues, so looks like the boys are ready. And we'll get racing very shortly. Do apologise for the extended commercial break there. So just to recap, it is Scott Flack starting on pole, and next to him will be Daniel Opposano, and Tonis Papadopoulos will be on the second row of the grid. Next to him, Justin Bryce for Service Australia. Then Craig Broadbent in P5, Rob Logan P6, Michael Court 7. James Spotto just had the blue screen at desk, so he had to restart his PC. Hopefully he'll be right to go. And Grant Pacillo as well had some file issues, so it looks like we're all good. Alon Day's in there as well, so he'll be starting from P10. Final check with the boys. Bear with me for 1 second. All right, getting the all clear, thumbs up. So we'll set them into, for race 1, 17 laps. Here we go, flicking across. And we now have 1 minute countdown to the start of the race. Just waiting for the boys to grid up. We'll take you live to the track. Okay, so on pole it'll be Scott Flack, Daniel Opposano, Papadopoulos, Justin Bryce. Still got about 30 seconds to grid up. There they are. It's a sunny day at Taupo for race 1. 17 laps long. We've got Scott Flack from SimHaus Racing, Daniel Opedisano from Butterbing Motorsport on the front row, ready to go. And you are now live for round 3 of the SimHaus Super League 2026. Thanks for joining us. Give us a shout out, the guys watching. Here we go. Revs rise, it's a brand new track for us. Our Taupo and a Scott Flack down the main straight. Someone's seized up. Looks like Daniel Opedisano is frozen there. Scott Flack shooting out, and Papanopoulos up on the inside. Broadbent up into third. Justin Bryce slots into fourth there as well. So Papanopoulos shooting out. Daniel Opedisano back in P10. Not too sure where he's gone. And he's out of the race at the moment. That's going to be bad news for him. He is currently championship leader ahead of Scott Flack. So Papanopoulos moving up. Craig Broadbent, James Spotto. Behind him, A-Line Day up into P6 from P10 already. Showed a clean pair of heels on his timing sheets leading up to this event. And they're all spread out now. Unfortunately, Opedisano's may rejoin, but at the moment it looks like he's at DNF. It is Scott Flack out in front. Just coming around the big sweeper there, very patient, very tough on tyres here today. So they said 17 laps may incur a pit stop. It depends what the race strategy is and how they're going to play it. All about looking after the tyres there. Scott Flack coming in hard into the left-hander. Just got to get that switch back and onto the main straight. Once again, that is a full lap in the number 46. Scott Flack taking him, and Tonus in tow as well. And that's how close it is on track. We're on board with Antonis Papadopoulos. Nice sweeping turns there. Got to hang it out wide and take that curve on the inside. Let it drift out, hard braking, sharp turn there, really tough on the left side. Very even on the tyre wear this one as well, even though it's a anti-clockwise circuit. These corners are quite cambered, so you can see the rubber developing, and Tony's getting a nice run out there. Hanging it out wide, he's trying to see his options. Broadbent waiting in the wings, and so too Justin Bryce. Further back, it's A-Line Day, but we'll stay up the front with Scott Flack. And Tonus, a much hotter, taking a double apex on that one, or a single apex, as Scott Flack hugs the inside. And Tonus decides to go out wide and come back in like turn to it, Eastern Creek. So down the back straight, very long straight. Look at them all stretched out now. Grant Pachule down the back as well. Just getting to grips with the new track. He hasn't had much time on this one. James Spotto just getting used to the circuit as well in the Sprite livery as Flack takes fastest lap of the race. Different lines here for these two, but you have to find out where the grip is and where you can gain on the other drivers, as Antonis is trying everything he can to get past Scott Flack. Scott Flack very much a tyre whisperer in the V8s and the Formula One, which he's competing in overseas at the moment, doing very well. Grant Pachule bringing up the dust in the background there. Craig Broadbent closing in on this as well. He's just behind there. The gap is just over a second there. Oh, just right's got A-Line Day for company. This is the gap now. On board with A-Line Day. Just taking it nice and easy, choosing his time. There's only 3 laps in of a 17-lap race. It's going to be about 25 minutes long. Showing the inside mirror. James Spotto in the Sprite. His teammate, Craig Stoddart, ill. Oh, Broadbent being challenged by Justin Bryce, has to hold the inside, so Bryce doesn't get a run. Now it's a 2-car race at the front, and then it's a 3-car battle here. That is Craig Broadbent in the orange, Justin Bryce in the blue, and A-Line Day from Israel trying to come up the inside now. Stay with that one. grouping together quite nicely, banking up behind Craig Broadbent. It looks like up front, Antonis has just dropped off Scott Flack's rear bumper, so this is the battle at the moment for P3. Craig Broadbent holding that position at the moment, but very closely. Can he defend for the next 13 laps? We're here at Taupo, brand new circuit for these boys, so they are getting used to it. Got to stay away from those little tyres. They are very dangerous. If you clip them, you will be... Oh, here comes A-Line Day up the inside. Can he make it done? He's had a couple lockups. Bryce has got to get the run around the outside. But it looks like A-Line has just had to tuck back in. Didn't get the run out, but he's tucking in. He's going to come up under brakes. You can watch him there. Oh, Justin Bryce just putting in. A-Line Day taking it easy at the moment. He knows he's got 12 laps to go, so he's not in a hurry yet. Antonis making his way back up to the lead, only 7/10 behind Scott Flack there at the front. We haven't seen Rob Logan, who's back there in P6. Here he is in the Bendix, coming into turn 1. Nice long run around there, and behind him's Michael Court back in P7 where he qualified. So the gains and losses there for you from pole position. A-Line Day, the biggest mover, 5 positions up from P10 up into P5. We'll go back to the front now, see how that race is going. It looks like just further back, Broadbent is stretching away just a little bit ahead of Justin Bryce there in the Service Australia Ford Camaro. A-Line Day challenging now for P4. Now he's got it. Justin Bryce is letting him go, I'm sure. That looked like an easy move up the inside. Maybe Justin Bryce says, you go, mate, I'm going to hang on your tail, and you get us past Craig Broadbent together. Bit of teamwork going on there. Spotto DNFing as well. I'm not too sure what happened there. Maybe he got the blue screen of death once again. For tonight, maybe he'll sort it out and be ready for race 2. So this is still a 3-car battle. Antonis moving up on Scott Flack. The gap now just half a second there. Oh, nice on the tyres. Not too much on the gas coming out of that one. That's a tyre burner, that one. Got to use those curves, the camber, hook into the ripples, allow it to help you turn and use less mechanical grip there. Taking it easy on the tyres, but very demanding. There's no real rest for these guys. No real place where they can just release the grip on the wheel down the straight. Especially this group here, they are under fire. Craig Broadbent under fire from A-Line Day in the TFH Camaro there. The number 1, oh, right round the outside. Look how deep he's going, but he's going to overshoot it. Can he stay on the grass? He's still got the outside run, but Broadbent's going to come across. He has to. We don't know where A-Line is. There he is on the right-hand side, down the main straight. Who's going to get it? Oh, A-Line's going through. And he's got Justin Bryce in his windscreen as well now. Nice move from A-Line, moving up into P4. That's 7 positions now he's gained. Yellow out in Sector 2. Oh, Bryce just trying to get that position fresh after A-Line's taken it, because Craig Broadbent's probably rattled now, trying to defend. And that's Justin Bryce chasing up the tail. We've had another DNF. Grant Pachulo not coming to grips with the circuit. Very tough if you didn't get much practice in. The server's been open for a few weeks now, so Grant had commitments and could only just jump in. So we're glad he jumped in. Looks like he's retired to the pits. So Michael Court trying to chase down Rob Logan further back. This is Rob Logan in the Vodafone. Rob Logan P6 just ahead of him. That is the physical gap on the track, both down the main straight, or the back straight I should say. With 10 laps remaining, it is Scott Flack under fire again from Antonis Papadopoulos. This is the wheel work from inside the Greek legend Antonis Papadopoulos. Very patient in second gear, coming out of there, waiting for it to straighten up before it gets on the gas. Very light on the cornering, braking early, nice and delicate second gear. Might have to start using a lower gear just to get the car to turn and look after the tyres. Oh, he just let it slip there. Nice run out there, Scott Flack. Just squeezing it through this tight circuit. You've got to go for late brakes, and here comes Antonis. Scott ran on the outside, but Scott comes back in to get a good run down the main straight. It's going to be a drag race now as they head right down the straight. And that's a gap to Alon Day, who's closing in down to 2.7 seconds. Nose to tail as they come through on lap 8 of 17. Not even halfway. Now we're just over halfway now. This battle's going to close up. It's going to be a three-way, maybe a four-way if it holds up. If they're going to look after the tyres. Craig Broadbent back into P5 now. Justin Bryce moving up into P4. This will be very good for his championship, as Spotto will come away with a DNF in P9. Only half a second in it, but you can see the gap there. Every corner's different. Different strengths. Papadopoulos trying to get on the gas there, but just wheel spinning. Trying to get out. The gap's down to 1.8 from Alon Day. He is closing that gap hard as these guys battle it out. Alon Day's got the whole track to himself at the moment. He's just got to save some tyres, because when he... Oh, just saw Antonis Papadopoulos trying to straighten up there to avoid collecting the back of Scott Flack. Be an absolute disaster if the blue cars came together, allowing Alon Day a free run in, but Alon's stretched back to 2 seconds now. But it won't be long before he moves back up. Broadbent still on the back of Justin Bryce. That's a gap now. That is Antonis Papadopoulos on the back of Scott Flack as we clock over lap 10. Look how he closes in on turn 1. Nice and easy. Alon Day reducing that gap ever so slightly. These guys could radio each other saying, mate, don't worry about me. Let's just get out of here before Alon catches both of us. Oh, nice run out of there. Antonis just dropping off. Scott Flack with a bit of breathing space, but it won't last long. He has to just stay in control as Antonis is getting that rear end out, and that's allowing Alon Day to get on the back of him now. You can see the three cars coming together, and this is for the lead as well. Scott Flack out front, Antonis Papadopoulos in P2, Alon Day in P3. Another lock up there from Antonis. That's not going to be good for his tyres. It looks like they're on super softs as well. So once the temp gets up on this, it'll be hard to get it back, but they've got a long straight. The tyres should be able to settle down on here. He's going to have to look after that for about another lap or so. And hopefully he didn't actually flat spot it there, because these guys will feel the flat spot in the simulator through their direct drive wheel. As we come over to collect lap 11, it's still Scott Flack out in front, defending hard against Antonis, who's throwing all sorts of challenges. And now we've got another contender with Alon Day up the back. three of them together now, side nose to tail. This is for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. It's Scott Flack out in front. That is Antonis Papanopoulos and Alon Day in P3. Look at him go. This is the battle through the windscreen of Alon Day as he works third gear up to fourth. Nice and tight to the left side. Settle it in. Get in early, let it drift out. Maximum speed through that corner in fourth gear. And this is the big braking zone and opportunity. Different lines here. Look at Alon going wide, Antonis going wide, and he's getting loose. He's burning up those tyres, and Alon's going to have no problem getting past here. We'll look over to Antonis down the main straight. Very bumpy down here, but Alon's got a perfect run on the inside. Deep brakes, and it's all his, but Antonis very strong there. Antonis letting him go. Oh, he can't pull it up in time, and then Alon's through to P2. Antonis won't let him get away with that too much. Antonis has just got to settle in. Oh, up the inside, another opportunity. Alon overshot it. Antonis coming back. Oh, he's lost it. He's gone. No, he's held on to it. We'll just watch him come up the inside there. Antonis tried it. Alon went wide. They came around. This is a replay. And just on here, it looks like he's clipped the grass. Oh, he's held it. Look at that. Beautiful. Watch that again. All right, in slow-mo. Beautiful shot. Tokyo Drift. Wrong competition tonight as we go back live. Antonis settling in P3 at the moment. Scott Flack still out in front. All right, that's a gap. Alon Day chasing down. He's moved up 9 spots. It's been P2, 8 spots, I should say. Now Scott Flack's looking in the window with a different car in the revision. And he can see nothing but white in that revision mirror. This is Scott Flack on lap 13 of 17, 4 laps to go. He's taken all the inside lines. He knows what he's got to do. He's just got to hold a nice line, get the other driver to go right around the outside. And he's defending well at the moment, but he can't rest on his laurels as he's got Alon right up behind him. Any braking opportunities he's got to cover off smartly too, because he's got to cover the exit as well. If you defend too hard, you're compromising your exit. If the guy behind forces him to try and defend, he knows that he can go around the other way at a higher speed and then get the position that way. But it's all tactical at the moment as we're on lap 13 of 17. On board with Alon, chasing Scott Flack at the front. This is the closest battle. Oh, Justin Bryce up into P3 now. I'll go to that one. There it is, side by side, and here comes Broadbent on Papanopoulos as well. It's a drag race down the back straight. Who's going to get a lock up from Craig Broadbent? Alon back up at the inside, but Broadbent's managed to hold, and it's through the switchback. Broadbent holds P4. Away from Papanopoulos. Those tyres on Antonis' car are toast at the moment, and he's lost P2 and now in P5. Back up front, it is Scott Flack defending against Alon Day. We'll see if the positions change further back in P4 and 5, as Papanopoulos is still on the back of Broadbent. Another lock-up from Scott Flack. Easy to do. The weight transfer as the tyres get old will easily lock up now. Maybe they need to move the brake bias and shift the weight of the braking to the front, depending on the tyre wear and their driving style as well. They both come round wide. They want the run down the back straight. on board with Alon Day chasing the number 1 position. Maximum points at the moment is going to Scott Flack in the SimHaus Racing Ford Camaro. Nice and patient on the accelerator, down the main straight, crossing the finish line for the 14th time. We are now on lap 15. Oh, nice and tight there. Oh, bit of a tap. Just a love tap there, but he's stayed back. No positions gained or lost there. Alon very patient. Alon's a professional NASCAR driver in the States in the main game, so make sure you look out for him. And he's joining us as he doesn't have commitments with the NASCAR series at the moment. Very tough driver, very tough competitor as well. Been up the pointy end every time he's been here. I think he missed Albert Park, so he's missed a round already, unfortunately. But definitely very accomplished sim racer. Loves his racing, he said. So this is still the battle. 2 laps to go. Race 1, 17 laps, and it's still Scott Flack. Oh, we've got a big battle now. It's Bryce, Broadbent, and Tonus. Look at this. So we're back to a 3-way battle for P3, but it's Justin Bryce who's leading that battle at the moment. Then it's the New South Welshman defending against the Greek legend of Antonis Papanopoulos as they come across the start finish line. Oh, Scott Flack and Alon Day still at it. Broadbent up the inside. He's trying either side, forcing Bryce to make a mistake, but he's a seasoned campaigner. He's not going to fall for that one, but he's opened the door for Antonis. That's not the right side to be on for the next corner. He knows that as they get through. So there's a couple of battles. I wish I had a split screen to show you both battles. Oh, Alon Day's dropped off. So it looks like he's just gradually dropped off there, but he looks like he's made a mistake. Oh, yeah, just clipped the grass there, had to collect it, and that's compromised his exit there, so he's dropped off a bit. All right, we're back on live with 1 lap to go. So these guys are 8 seconds ahead of the other guys, which is the Broadbent. It's now Broadbent, Papanopoulos, and Bryce has fallen back. So this is a battle for P3, while the battle for P1 is up further up the road with a 1 second gap to Alon Day. So Scott Flack just comfortable there. Maybe he's been looking after his tyres. And now it's time for him to push to defend that P1 position to get 20 points. On the last lap now, Scott Flack. These guys are P2 and 3, but we'll go up ahead. All right, Scott Flack, last lap. This is the final lap of the race. Can he defend it for just a few more corners? He's been there since, lap 1. Now, Alon Day's opening up that accelerator. He's trying everything now. He's not wasting any time. He means business. He's letting Scott Flack know too. Putting the pressure on. He's just allowed it, but Scott Flack, very cool. Races against the internationals as well in the Formula 1 series in the European Pro F1. Still just a couple of corners to go. Watch this inside run. Scott Flack's going to defend it, making him go outside, and now Alon's going to go out and then pinch him on the inside, but Scott's got to defend. Oh, it's a battle on now, Scott Flack. It's a drag race down. He's tucking in. He's got to come out at the end. He's showing the nose, but I think Alon's not going to fall for that one. So Alon Day from P10's moving up into P1, and that looks like that is going to be the checkered flag for Alon Day. Congratulations. That's Scott Flack going through in P2. Unfortunately, last couple of corners, and it looks like Craig Broadbent out by himself now, and Papanopoulos has dropped right back. But I can see in the background, here they come, the final couple of corners. That is Justin Bryce out coming, and Antonis has got nothing on that last corner as he rolls over for P5. Rob Logan coming, defending against Michael Court as well. And the two are together. It's another run, so a lot of groups coming together. That is Rob Logan in P6, Michael Court crossing in P7. Congratulations. All right, so the results, final results for you guys at home. Okay, so the final result for race 1, Alon Day getting it on the last lap. That's all he needed. Here, there was a smart move from him. He took a risk, got Scott very unsettled on the final lap to get the position. Scott Flack in P2. Craig Broadbent, solid P3 for him. A few position changes, but he manages to bring it home ahead of Justin Bryce in P4. Antonis Papanopoulos just burned his tyres midway through the race. I can hear him on the radio, and he's just cooked his tyres there. Unable to defend P3 there. Rob Logan, credible P6, brings it home just ahead of Michael Court as well. Graham Pachullo, James Spotto, and Daniel Opasano round out the top 10. All right, so we're going to set up race 2. It's going to be 30 laps. It will incur a compulsory pit stop. So stay tuned for that. We'll come back and be ready to race. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back, ladies and gents. It is race 2, 30 laps, a bigger one this time. And the grid is set from the results of race 1. So that means Alon Day is on pole. Next to him, Scott Flack, Craig Broadbent in 3. Justin Bryce back there in 4 in the Service Australia. And Tonis Papadopoulos. This race will incur a compulsory pit stop. So we're looking forward to that with pit strategy. Let's see how they go. They have about 5-10 seconds to go before the start of the race. You can hear the engines rising. And welcome to race 2, Taupo in New Zealand. Here we go. Silence before the start. Oh, Justin Bryce got a good start there. Daniel Opodosano at the back who skipped race 1 or some technical issues. And who's got the whole shot? It looks like Alon Davis. Scott Flack might come back up the inside. Yes, he does. Alon still next to him out on the grass. And it's back on exactly where we left. And Tonis out on the grass. Doing some more drifting out there. Not too sure what happened there. We'll see what happens here in the replay. Looks like he's come in. Hit the curb, nice tight shot there, and then, oh, that's it. The grass is gone, no traction out there, and he's back in P9. Scott Flack up the front. Daniel Opodosano moving up into P7. He'll be charging through. Watch that number 98 come through the field. Scott Flack trying to push out now. It's 30 laps long, almost double what we just drove. That means that, look, I'm going to put it out there, lap 15 for the tyre strategy. Alon Day under pressure from Craig Broadbent, so too Justin Bryce running through there now. We are back on for race 2 and we are into it on board with Justin Bryce coming through in P4. Further back, that's James Spotto as well. Had some unfortunate issues and he's back leading for P5. Under pressure too from Michael Court. Daniel Opodosano, there's the 98. Back further is Logan and Papadopoulos. Oh, Opodosano up the inside. There he goes. Up into P6 now. Just ahead of Michael Court. And now he's on the charge. There he is, the 98 Bada Bing Motorsport. Up into P6 at the moment. Up front, Scott Flack still ahead, leading the charge. Very even out the front as we go back to the front. There it is, that's gap. Now, tyre conservation. Very long, tiresome left-hander sweeping onto a long straight. So very important to what you do there to get maximum accelerator. Oh, Spotto under fire now. We'll go back to him. There he goes, crossing the road, trying to defend against Opodosano. Down the main straight, here they come. Oh, into the turn. Spotto's got it, but can he pull it up? Yes, he does. He's going to use a lot of tyres doing it as they go through down the main straight, collecting the start-finish line for the 3rd time now. Alon Day with the fastest lap, chasing Scott Flack. Those two are stretching away from Broadbent, who's out there by him. Oh, no, he's not. He's defending against Bryce there. We'll go to that one. That's a gap there. That's Broadbent in the orange. Hope you got your sunglasses on. And Justin Bryce right behind Service Australia, Camaro. Broadbent, the first of the Mustangs in P3. Flack under fire now from Alon Day. I saw them flashing through the screen. Yellow in sector 2. That could be Justin Bryce. See if we can see what happened with him. Go to the replay. Further back, right behind Broadbent. Oh, he's just overcorrected it, spun around. Oh, that's gonna, oh, he's hit my SimHaus sign there. Not too happy with that one. Hope the volunteers are out there straightening that one up. All right, back live with Justin Bryce, back in P9. Got a lot of work to do as we've got Rob Logan, Michael Court defending down the straight. Well, let's watch this battle. Michael Court up the inside. Rob Logan tucks in. Right up the back bumper, a Court there. Spotto right out to the grass. Oh! Big smash from Spotto. Oh, and he's trouble in turn one again. So we want Spotto. There he comes out onto the main straight. What's he done here? Did he touch the grass? Oh, he's clipped it. He's gone. He's smashed the 150 braking marker. And then watch him into turn one as well. Just, oh. Bumps Logan and spins around just ahead of Justin Bryce. All right, back to the main live action, and it's still Scott Flack out in front defending against Alon Day, race one winner. And if these two battle it out, it will be the winner of this race that will take the round honours, because this is the feature race over the sprint of race one. So if you're watching, Alon Day won race one and Scott Flack finished P2. If Scott Flack finishes P1 this one, he will take the honours. All right, so these are the leaders onto the back straight now, very long. Look at that, long run down the back, trying to tuck in. Alon Day did a great job saving his tyres and used them when it mattered. That means he cut the straightest line, but it's very hard here at Taupo. We are in New Zealand at the moment with a double header. The next one is Ruapuna. Daniel Opasano up into P4. Commentator's curse, I crossed to him and he got crossed up. And he's got Michael Court for company, and that is Rob Logan, then Papanopoulos and Justin Bryce behind. That's not... Papanopoulos. The times are showing Rob Logan. There he is, he's dropping back into P8. Spotto just further behind him, about 5 seconds down the road. So he's trying to get back in his rhythm. He lost a couple of spots there, doing quite well. And just come under pressure from the guys in front. So he settles back in now, Rob Logan. Coming through, that's Justin Bryce in front and Papadopoulos. Very careful to only use those tyres as a marker. Do not use them to polish the side fender, because it's going to wipe it straight off. Heavy braking into the long left-hander. Are you going to hug the inside, or are you going to... Oh, he's tucked right in there, sacrificing his top-end speed as he comes down the main straight. There's the field. Opasano, Michael Court, Papanopoulos, Bryce, and then it's Rob Logan. Okay, so Michael Court and Papanopoulos very tight here. Opasano stretching away there as Michael Court gets in front of Papanopoulos. Battle is still on. Papanopoulos will keep that and hold that, and I think he's going to go for the big dive. Not here. Oh, trying to prove me wrong. Court just got distracted, went wide, allowed Papanopoulos to take that inside. That double left-hander settles in now, races back. I thought he was going to take the dive on the final turn onto the back straight, because he seems to like going deep on that corner. As we watch Michael Court, Justin Bryce going to be knock it on the rear bumper. And that's the gap there back to Justin Bryce. We'll see if he closes in on this. This is the corner I was talking about. Some gains are made, different lines, and look at Justin Bryce closing in now. But watch the exits of Michael Court. Now it looks like Justin Bryce is going to tuck in there. Not too sure what the drafting is like here in New Zealand, but this is the closest battle of the day. Speaking of day, Alon Day taking the lead, Flack back 3.5 seconds. So something went on there under the radar as we watch the back of Michael Court chasing Bryce, getting in the drive down the main straight now. Lap 7 of 30, not even a third of the way through, and the action is already plenty, with plenty to come. This is the closest battle. Oh, here he comes. Nice line through there. Justin Bryce, nice and smooth up the inside. He's going to do it again. He let it through with Antonis Papadopoulos, and he's let Bryce through as well. And now it looks like Rob Logan's going, hey, give me a piece of that action, as he's chasing down Michael Court there in the Vodafone Coca-Cola livery. All right, so Alon Day up in front, stretching that lead. Scott Flack back 4 seconds. What's happened? There he is, and that's the gap there, so you can see that now. Alon Day coming down the back straight. Scott Flack a few seconds behind. Broadbent's only 2.3 behind him as well, so Scott Flack looks like he's in trouble, or he's got to look after the tyres after something went wrong, and that's sacrificed his lap times, because if I look at his last lap, it was a 1:25.9, which was almost a full second slower than Alon Day in front. So Alon Day commanding this track, commanding this race in P1. Currently stretching that lead out to 4.7 seconds. If we look at Michael Court and Rob Logan, that is the closest battle. And Michael Court's still trying to stay with Justin Bryce out in front. As we're lapping in lap 8 here at Taupo, New Zealand. Next one will be Raw Puna. Oh, Michael Cork getting up on 3 wheels there, just hitting that curb. He's closing in up the inside as well. Is he going to go for it? He's crossed up. He's trying to catch it. He's still with him, but he's lost momentum. Michael Court now chasing Justin Bryce. We are on the bonnet scoop of Michael Day, the Coca-Cola livery on the bonnet there. Closing in on the brakes, couple of gears, takes the early, oh, nice line for Michael Court. Justin Bryce taking wide lines through there, but exits quite nicely across the start-finish line. Very short main straight here. The back straight's a lot longer. As they come around, there is Rob Logan right behind. Looks like Papadopoulos is getting closer to Obatasano. Obatasano up into P4 from P10. So here's the biggest mover and shaker here in race 2. Getting a much better run in race 2 as he DNF'd in race 1. Spotto back in P9 after that slip. Down the main straight and into turn 1. Still circulating 5 seconds off the pace. So it's Justin Bryce leading this battle in P6 in the 333 Service Australia Camaro ahead of Michael Court. And now Papadopoulos on the back of Obatasano. This is the gap, only 7 tenths. Down the main straight there, Scott Flack, Craig Broadbent. Now it's Obatasano and Papadopoulos. Oh, penalty for Spotto. That's not going to help him at all. Struggling out here in race 2. Not his weekend in the grass. He's probably going to give up on this one. I can see him just taking shortcuts. Trying to get the fastest lap of the race. He's not going to do it with that one. Not having a great night tonight. He's been very consistent all through season 25. And he was showing great promise at the start. All he's got to do is regroup. This is a new track. These boys have not raced on here before as we go back to Obatasano in the Butterbean Motorsport. Defending against Antonis Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos has closed that gap quite a lot in the last 3 laps. Now right on the tail here. He's had more practice as Obatasano missed out on race 1 here tonight. But the boys are doing well. We're at lap 11. I don't think we're in that pit window. I think we're going to get around the lap 14 will be my prediction for Scott Flack. He'll try and come in and get an undercut because it's very valuable to do it in the pits because on track it's not happening for these guys. There's not much passing going on, and this is the closest we're getting on track. Oh, look how close they are. Opadasano. Just in front of Papanopoulos, taking different lines. Papanopoulos trying different lines through there, nice and comfortable. Heavy, drop in the P2, very patient, then rolling out. Second gear, third, fourth, back down to third, maybe second. There he goes. Got to let the car settle and then get on the inside, use the camber, get on the accelerator. And Tonus is crossing up a lot, which is costing him a bit of time here. We can see, oh, very patient, get on the gas early. These guys have got a nice car setup for today as well. And they're enjoying it. Oh, Logan on the back of court as well, further back in P7. See, different lines. Antonis is trying everything. Drag race down the back straight. Oh, on the grass, he's got on it too early. And he's just clipped that grass, and that's cost him big time. All right, we'll go back to Michael Court and Rob Logan. Here he comes. Rob Logan trying everything he can now. We'll stay with this one. Under brakes, what can Rob do? He's been closing. There he is, right on the back now, on the main straight. Crossing the start finish line, up the inside, what's he gonna do? Oh, bit of a lock up there, we saw the smoke. Not that bad, he's doing all right. Michael Court's just going wide to avoid any potential contact. There's yellow in sector 2, which is just ahead of these guys. We are on lap 12, not even halfway. Look for a pit window anytime now. It'd be a big call if they come in this early. Oh, Rob Logan. Very costly, clipping the grass there. Just saw him come wide. This is the replay on how he slipped. Onto the main straight, and he's just overshot it. No, am I looking at live? I think I am. All right, we'll go up to Alon Day, who is out in the lead ever since lap 4 or 5. And he hasn't looked back. He stretched that lead now 8.2 seconds ahead of Scott Flack in P2. Broadbent dropping back a bit, 2 seconds behind him as well. So we are live. This is Alon Day onto the back straight. Into a little switchback onto the main straight now. This is where they all start from. This is the grid. Rob Logan in the pits for the first one to blink, although he's out now. He's already done his pit stop just ahead of the leader, so it is a short lap. Who's going to come in? Scott Flack, lap 14? No, he's going to stay out there. This is where they need to blink. The first guy that goes in will get a huge benefit here. So if you're Scott Flack or Broadbent, any one of these two has got to do the opposite to what the other guy does for this next lap coming. So lap 15 is halfway. You would assume they're going to use fresh tyres early and not leave it to the end, because track position is everything. Scott Flack leaving some back there in the corner. Can't get that back. Broadbent pushing pressure on Scott Flack from SimHaus Racing Team. Oh, just bringing the dirt up, trying to distract Broadbent, but he's not having any of it. And then it's Opposano Papanopoulos going to come up the inside. So this is another battle. Oppo right on the inside, lets it roll out wide. Okay, so my prediction, Alon should be coming into the pits now. I can't remember where the pit entry. All right, so he's not going in. Will Scott Flack come in? He's got Broadbent right on his tail. He should. Oh no, he's going out. He's staying out. So too is Oppo and... No, they're in the pits. These got very tough to come in here. Papanopoulos is following whatever Oppo does, and this is my prediction. They're going to jump Broadbent and Scott Flack. So this is important. This is a ding-dong in pit lane. Wish they'd do to get out of the way, but on to the next shot. Oppo into the pit, into the tyres first. Who's going to get the cleaner run? Papanopoulos on the gas. Oppo's already out. Where's Papanopoulos? There he is. Oh, they're released at the same time. Papanopoulos taking a straight run. Oh, who's going to be? Here we go. They're side by side. Papanopoulos. Oh, there's not much room on the exit. Opposano gets it. Papanopoulos is out. So, will that affect them? What's Broadbent going to do on the next lap? Michael Court, James Spotto in the pits as well now. So he's coming out. Right, so he's had his pit stop. Now, where's Broadbent? Watch these two. Broadbent has taken P2 from Scott Flack. If anything, Scott Flack will come into the pits. Alon Day in the pits as well. Now, my Scott Flack is usually the one to pit. Yes, look, they're covering each other off. And again, Scott Flack using Broadbent to slow down. So where's Alon Day? He's coming through the pits. Has he already got his rubber? Look at the boys at the back. It's all on here. Lap 16, not what I would have done. I probably would have always chosen the under... Dude, get out of the way, mate. Yep, all right, good. Flack and Broadbent, they're going to pit together, and Broadbent's gone in early because Flack needs to tuck in and drop in. So that's going to affect his pit stop. Right side up, left side up, and there's Justin Bryce. Flack just needs to go straight ahead. Oh, Broadbent swung out. Has that cost him time? Again, there's two guys exiting. There's Opposano and Papanopoulos. All right, so there they go through. They've done the undercut, and they are ahead. My prediction is right. That's what Scott Flack and Broadbent should have done a lap earlier, but not to be. There is the undercut shown right there. 1 lap difference, and that is just enough to get the jump. Papanopoulos needs to stay off that grass. There's no grip on the green stuff. It's all on the black. And Alon is out by himself. He didn't have to battle to get out of the pits with side by side with anyone, and that's made him a cleaner exit and giving him a 12-second advantage over the P2 position now of Daniel Opposano. Papanopoulos is going to use all the rubber here. Look at that. Sending up smoke signals, telling the gods, the Greek gods, he means business, and he wants P2. P1 if it's available later on, but for now he's got 14 laps to get through Daniel Opposano. And he's trying to do it as quickly as he can. Very quick. Fastest lap of the race goes to Alon Day at the moment with a 1:23.593. And these two, I won't tell you what they've done because they just pitted. Actually, their last lap was one of the fastest, a 1:24.1 for Oppo, and Antonis a 1:23.6. Half a second difference, and that's why the blue is right on the back of Opposano. And that's the gap. Look at him trying everything he can up the inside, showing the nose, just smoking it up on the rear. He's flashing the headlights. He knows he's on TV, giving us a wave. Under pressure, Daniel Oppadasano now. We see Broadbent and Flack in the background as well. Wait for them towards the end of the race. God, he's going for it every lap. Can't fox Oppo, his current defending champion for the SimHaus Racing League 2025 champion. Dominated as soon as he joined with the a couple races into the season, and he dominated from there on in. Craig Broadbent looking like he was going to take it until Oppo came in. And Daniel Oppadasano is a multiple V8 champion in the Race Center SimHaus V8 League in R Factor 2. So the guys are closing in. We can see Broadbent is closing. This battle, these two, is only holding him up for the others to catch, and Broadbent's doing exactly that. If we go through the field, that is Oppo, Papadopoulos, Broadbent just behind here, and then Scott Flack. Oh, up the inside, Flacky's got a good exit there. And then Justin Bryce further back as well. Here he is. Michael Court further 4 seconds behind. There he is. And he's defending against James Spotto. Right, there he is in the green Sprite car. Usually up the pointy end, but struggling in New Zealand. And Rob Logan down in P9. Oh, Papadopoulos is gone. What's happened here? Not too sure. Let's see if it was on track. Made a mistake. Coming up the inside of Oppo. Looks like he's DNF. So, oh, he's just slipped up. There's a lot of damage there. He's backed into the wall. And he's out of the race. Too much damage to continue. That rear wing looked like it hit pretty hard. So back live now, A-Line Day, 15 seconds ahead of Oppadasano, Broadbent, and now Flack in a P4, who is right on the tail of Craig Broadbent, on board now. Just skips wide there, turning in nice and smooth there, out on the curb, using everything he's got to look after the tyres. They are about 5 laps old, no, just 3 laps old now. So they're still freshish if they're looking after them properly. Scott Flack, very good. So too Broadbent, and don't forget multiple championship winner Daniel Oppadasano in P2. 8-Line Day, 16 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. He's absolutely smoking it at the moment. Credit to him, driving with us from Israel, as he's not currently got any NASCAR commitments. Being able to join us here, not too sure what, I think it's early morning there in the States, or sorry, in the Middle East. I hope he's safe and everyone's safe over there. Oh, Justin Bryce back in the pits. Might have locked up his tyres and flat spotted. Very uncomfortable to drive when you're flat spotted. And he's back in P8. That's promoting Spotto up in a 6, Logan in a 7. Michael caught up in a 5th. Scott Flack still on the tail of Broadbent now. This is the battle, and Oppo's coming into the frame as well. Flack is throwing everything out there. We can see Oppo just going wide. Now it's a three-way battle for P2. Oppo Desano out in front. There he is, the three guns out in, well, they're not out in front, but they're chasing Alon David. Alon's, oh, Scott Flack up the inside. Can he make it stick? Broadbent just lost it there on the exit. Very tight. Scott says, see ya. But it looks like Broadbent's coming back. Broadbent trying to get the momentum, throw the weight forward and then pull it in. Bit of a different technique to Scott Flack there. So Oppo out in front, looking back. There's the two chasers trying to come through the field now. Just falling back a bit into the clutches of Broadbent. So how are these guys spending the tyres? We will find out in 8 laps time when we finish lap 30 and second race of the evening. The feature race now is 8 laps to go, and this will close out round 3 of the championship as well until we head over to Ruapuna, another New Zealand tight circuit. Very short lap as well, so exciting times. A few guys are on Easter holidays, so we don't have as many as we usually do. So I'm sure we'll get more back towards for the next round in Ruapuna. Coming on the main straight, Scott Flack now in P3. That's the three-way battle. Let's have a look to see where Spotto is. Spotto up into P5, defending with Michael Court. Here we go, inside, outside. Who's got the better line? Down the main straight, Michael Court chasing hard. Oh, closing in at the end, but he's dropped off a little bit now. And that's Rob Logan in the background. So coming in, Spotto. Michael Court. Spotto in the green Sprite. Onto the main straight now as they run down the start-finish line. This is the battle for P5, so they want the points. Michael Court is in the top 5 in the championship at the moment, so he wants to keep it that way. James Spotto getting close. Actually, we can bring up the season standings down the bottom right-hand corner. If you have a look, it is Obadesano on 37 points, just ahead of Scott Flack, Craig Broadbent, and there you're second, third, fourth. Spotto's P4 in the championship at the moment, and Michael Court. So Michael Court's just doing some BMX over some dirt here. And they're actually together in the championship as well, 4th and 5th. So Vlad Tokarev not with us tonight either as well. Grant Pachulo not having the best of nights as retired. And Justin Bryce, after this, will move up some positions as well, such as Rob Logan. And we'll give a shout out to David Baker as well, who's moving house at the moment. Unfortunately, doesn't have a sim rig complete to join us tonight. So we'll hope to see him on the next round. Big shout out to David Baker. We all know Bakes from last year's commentator. Miss him dearly in the commentary box, but glad that he's out on track and doing really well. All right. Oppo with Flack and Broadbent. Going wide, what's Flacky doing? He's coming in, and Broadbent, there he goes. All right. So a bit of a gap in real time on board with Obadesano. Looking back at Flacky, it's showing 8/10 at the moment. In P3, nice and smooth. Oh, nice and closing in, but looks like Oppo's going to get a better exit out of here. There it goes, making Scott Flack look smaller in the camera. Here they come into turn one. Will Flack close in? Yes, he does, but gets a better exit. That's the sacrifice, isn't it? And that is motor racing. If you're enjoying the stream, give a shout out. Hope to see you hit the like and subscribe button. And in the description, there's a donate button. If you love the stream, please support us. Really appreciate it. All right, Oppo under fire now. Flacky right there, not giving anything away. Oop. There he is. Right, so watch this, up the inside or the outside. If Oppo picks one, Flacky's going to choose the other, and he's going inside. Oh, can he make it stick? He's got to push Oppo out wide and get on the gas and float, get in front, and they're side by side, so we can't really do that at the moment. I think he's to the right or to the left, I can't tell. There he is, right in the windscreen. Revision mirror, oh, he's got it under brakes too. Nicely as they slot in. Can he hold it together? Flack's made the move and he's made it stick for now. Oppo back into P3. Flacky may be looking after those tyres for the last 10 laps. As we are on lap 26, 4 laps to go. Maybe he's learned a bit from Alon Day, who got him on the last lap in the last race. Now they're all within a second of each other, so this is going to be a good battle. The last 4 laps. It is time to turn it on, turn it up, save the tyres. Time to spend it, lick the stamp, and send it. So Alon Day out in front. There he is, 20 seconds ahead of these guys. Lapping in the 125 4s, while these guys are in the 126s. 0.2. So over a second on that last lap alone, and that's why he's stretching that lead out. Managing to be very consistent to Alon Day out in front. Well-deserved win for him if he's going to collect the checkered flag in front. He will also take out round 3 as well. Full points to Alon Day. Papanopoulos from Greece has retired earlier. Big accident if you missed it. On the back straight, just clipped the grass and then just got sent straight into the wall. Broadbent sticking with Oppo now. Flacky just pulling out a little bit on Oppo. There it is, it's stretching out a little bit. Not too much, still in reach. With 3 laps to go, they're just going to have to send it as hard as they can, as smooth as they can as well. One wrong move and they've lost any chance of regaining that back in this short window, because they're going to have to calm the tyres down and cool them down again in order to attack, but they're going to lose too much time to gain with only 3 laps to go. So that's Flacky in P2, Oppo and Broadbent 2, 3 and 4. James Spotto back in 5 now. Looks like he's by himself. He's dropped a bit from Michael Court. Let's just hold that. And that's Logan coming up as well now. And Justin Bryce down the lap as well with that second pit stop. He's still circulating there in P8, further lap down with an extra pit stop. Okay, so up front with 2 laps to go, Alon Day hasn't got long to go. Just under 3 minutes before the end of the race. Thank you for joining us. If you like the coverage, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit those buttons if you're on TV. Just hit the up button and then give us a thumbs up. Much appreciated. Alright, they're circulating. They're still getting used to this circuit. It is brand new for these guys. This is the first time we've ever raced here at Taupo. And it's only because the real boys are over at Taupo that we've actually visited this track. We follow the full season of the circuit. And we always race the Wednesday night before the main event. So this weekend will be the V8s at Taupo. If you want to tune in, definitely support your favourite driver there. So that's A-Line Day down the back straight for the second last time. Scott Flack, Oppo and Broadbent. Look at that, all in one shot, beautiful. On the main straight now. Long straight, tucking in for the draft. And a lot stronger under the brakes there. Early brakes at the 100-meter mark for Flacky. Across the start-finish line. Second last time now. Just got to hold it together, bring home P2. And that'll be 2 P2s for Flacky. And Broadbent will probably take out P3 for the round. Flacky P2 and A-Line Day, a very commanding P1. Well deserved. Here he is on the second last lap of the race. Lapping a 1:25.5. Fastest lap of the race today is from this man, A-Line Dave, with a 1:22.949. Very quick, showing up these guys and showing us how it's done. If we go back, Michael Court is defending hard now against... No, that time's dropped out a bit now. It was showing... It was 4/10, now it's 2.9 seconds, so a little mistake from him. As we go back to A-Line Day, he's going to bring out the white flag, the last lap of the race. There it is. We are on the final lap of the race, only 1.25, 1 minute 25 seconds to go. And it's A-Line Day showing us how it's done. Very consistent, very commanding. 6/10 faster than the rest of the field on that lap alone. So consistently building that lead once he got past Scott Flack in the first few laps. Looks like Broadbent on the timesheets is coming closer to Oppo. Is he close to make a move? If we have a look, there they are. A-Line Day coming around now, the final few corners before the checkered flag. Big, deep commitment, going wide, right around the outside, or he's tucking on the in. Maximum accelerator, no brakes, got to get on as early as you can with a high top speed and a faster run down the back straight for the last time. We've got a couple of corners to go now. Through the last couple of corners, onto the main straight, collecting the checkered flag. A-Line Day, your winner for round 3. Very happy with that one. And that, the rest of the field, Justin Bryce there as well. We're waiting for Scott Flack to come through in P2. Look at this. This is what 22 seconds looks like. And that's Scott Flack coming around the corner. Oh, Oppo and Broadbent. Almost a challenge from Broadbent, but that is second, third, and fourth. And then we've got Spotto. Where's Spotto? Trackside. There he is. He's coming around in P5. He is out in P5 at the moment. He'll be happy with that one. Yeah, he challenged early, didn't get a good run, smacked a couple of walls, but he's managed to get it going, and he's back up into P5. Solid run from James Spotto, and that's him in P5. Michael Court picking up a P6, so as far as the championship goes, they'll be quite happy with those points. I think Michael Court will be a bit stronger than James Spotto for this round. So your session results for race 2, it is Alon Day, very commanding 23-second lead ahead of the rest of the field. Scott Flack finishing in P2 just ahead of Daniel Opatosano and Craig Broadbent. Then it was James Spotto collecting P5. Michael Court will be in P6, ignore the numbers there. P7 will be Rob Logan, Justin Bryce in P9. P6, 7 in P8, and then Antonis Papadopoulos in P9 with an early DNF with that accident, spectacular accident we saw early on in the race. Okay, so if you're tuning in, make sure you join us for the next race and we'll bring up the schedule for you. And it will be Ruapuna on the 15th of April. So that is next Wednesday. Stay tuned for that one. Hopefully you can join us on track. If not, please join us on the stream. We love to have you, and hopefully you can enjoy the coverage next round as well. So that's Ruapuna on the 15th of April in New Zealand. We are here for a couple of races, so it'll be back to back. And then after that, it'll be a bit of a gap to Symmons Plains. Okay, so we're glad you joined us tonight. We hope to have your company for the next round. Until then, I'm Shane Gilfeather, your host. Good night from me, and we'll see you next time.